Now, here's meteorologist TJ Del Santo with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, the storm system itself that's going to be impacting our area, it actually already has begun to, is hundreds of miles off to our south. It'll be arriving off to the south and east of Nantucket tomorrow, but bringing with it a whole bunch of wind and in some moderate amounts of snow. Let's take a look at what's going on outside right now. Our live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar is showing the snow trying to work its way back into southern New England, but there's been a layer of dry air working its way into southern New England, kind of eating up at the snow as it falls down. I get some reports of some snow in Groton, been some reports of snow at TF Green Airport, but Willimantic, no report of snow at all because the dew point temperature has dropped about 8-9 degrees or so over the last several hours. But eventually, once the actual temperature drops, we should begin to see the snow reach its way down to the ground and begin to collect. Winter storm warnings in effect for all of southeastern New England. We are expecting a period of very windy conditions, some heavy amounts of snow in some parts, and wind gusts of 45 miles an hour ending Sunday early in the afternoon. Temperatures across the region, 32 degrees now in Providence, with a wind from the north at 18 miles an hour, bringing down some colder and much drier air as well. Over in Newport, we've got 32 degrees with a wind from the north at 13 miles an hour. A little bit more humid there. That drier air hasn't worked its way down to the south coast just yet. Upper 20s to low 30s across most of southeastern New England. 34 out there on Block Island, but 32 degrees there in Newport. I am anticipating the temperature to drop down through the 30s and into the mid-20s by around 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's after midnight when some of the more widespread snow will be developing, and then we'll begin to see the snow really begin to stick. The actual center of low pressure is off the coastline of Virginia and North Carolina now. I am anticipating it to work its way on off to our south and east, to our north and east, and form into a major storm system up there. But take note of these clouds right in here. That's the precipitation that I'm tracking for it to work its way into our area later on in the nighttime tonight. In fact, that area of low pressure passes on by tomorrow, gets really windy, snow until about noontime or so, then it should begin to taper off. Neighborhood Futurecast paints this nicely. Snow overnight and into tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock and into the very early afternoon tomorrow. How much? Generally 3 to 6 inches with some strong northwesterly winds in our area, more across Cape Cod and the islands. And the wind gusts generally 35 to 45 miles an hour expected during the entire day tomorrow. Once it stops snowing, it's still going to be windy, maybe even windier. Your Futurecast for tonight calls for temperatures to be dropping through the 20s or into the upper 20s with the snow sticking. 7-day Futurecast. Here are the impacts I'm expecting for tomorrow. Steady snow and wind in the morning. Poor visibility at times with the snow and the wind. Watch out for snow-covered roads tomorrow morning. And tracking another storm system potentially for Tuesday. That one looks like it'll be a little warmer with a mixture of rain and snow. And then maybe another little snowstorm arrives next Friday into Saturday. Looking at the super long range charts, this may go on for another week or so of kind of off and on little snowstorms passing on by.
Little something on Friday and maybe Saturday too, right?
Possibly, yes.
All right. Thanks, TJ. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11.